with and can we benefit from? And also other communities around, of course. Encouraging ethnic diversity among community leaders through targeted recruitment is our last point, I think, because we noticed even though they are so multicultural, the leadership, the leaders are still very, very Irish. So if you want to be authentic, you have to include these people in your boards.
Well, you don't have to actually, you have to give them the opportunity if they want to, to join.
Chances can only be taken by people who get them.
Yeah.
More? God.
Yeah.
Well, this stuff with the local businesses, of course, we talked about the business association. I think this is doubled. Yeah. You've heard of this already.
Yeah.
You've heard of this
I
already.
think we have one more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Influence the boundary
That's
changes.
really
This was a good one. Wait a minute.
This is really important.
This is a good one. I was also discussing with, where are you? Idel, like, okay, so it's so unfair, my opinion, unfair on the lowest level that the community councils don't have any binding capacities or
legal status.
Legal status. So how are you gonna change this? Our idea was, okay, you have to get together with the other communities around you, maybe with the ones who don't have an elected representative, and coordinate a response, like, what was the idea? Coordinated riots.
Coordinated riots, plebiscite and referendum.
There you go.
Direct democracy.
And we thought, with this nationalist background,
supporters and fight administrative system.
Yeah.
Of course,
yes.
It's a bit of utopia, but what are you gonna do if not?
If it comes to this, they're gonna have to respond.
Yes.
Have you explained the detail of that somewhere? Can you send me the detail of what you just said there? Because
Okay.
that one sentence I missed.
Yeah, the report is.
The report is so intense.
Oh, good.
So what else? Yeah, you've then the perspective of international and national, who has similar problems, etc. But they've been doing this as well. So yeah, get funding for this stuff. And this last point, they have.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Before, we also said there's a need to develop new partnerships with key stakeholders also internationally, because nowadays they focus mainly on their neighborhood and national level. They could as well look beyond borders, up to academic institutions, to other communities around Europe who face the same kind of challenges they do, that's it, and maintain community real estate assets. That's the last.
Done.
Yeah.
No.
What is that? Right.
We're so sorry.
Oh, this is the first part is really important. Remember the socioeconomic plan they want to prepare and stuff.
The resilience.
They have to connect this. They have to make sure that the socioeconomic plan and the county development plan are on the same page.
Somehow we have been explained that that socioeconomic plan won't be binding towards the local area development or council plan. But actually, if the research is done properly, if the plan becomes authoritative enough, if the inclusion was there, if participatory planning was there, it would be very hard, in my point of view, for the county council court to say, well, we won't listen to you. So the better socioeconomic plan is, probably the better response with political activism could help that community to take care about external actors, which it's really hard to control otherwise.
That's it.
Right. Another action is opening new fundraising streams. We're just brainstorming and came up with contacting members of the council diaspora in the US, in Australia, wherever in the world, and ask for their help in terms of fundraising. Maintain diversity of existing fundraising stream, like fairs, they do EU funds through the help of SECAD, of course. Sponsorships by multinational firms located in the business park, donations by enterprises.
So thanks so much also to Patricia, Alexander, our new team, Christina, and especially Idel, who brought so much insight up. knowledge.
And we're all now official Cartool supporters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to 2nd of December when the
Oh
prize
yes.
of
Oh yes.
The 2nd of
will be
December.
announced.
The private place on the 2nd of December. We will let you all know.
Yeah, look it up on
Yeah.
Facebook. Just
You
go
guys-
there on Facebook.
You can vote for them.